Yeah. So what is the course we are learning, sir? Angular. Now, why I should use the Angular? That is the today's discussion. Suppose if you are learning anything, sir, or if you are doing anything new, we should ask why. That is what the today's discussion. Why Angular? How many of you know the answer for this one? I'm asking the question, sir. Why Angular? Awesome. See, Pavani. Awesome. Very, very good. Very good, Jaydev. Very good, Hari Krishna. Nice. Why are you learning Angular? There must be a reason, right? There must be a valid reason. What is the reason? What is motivating you to learn Angular? I will say one important reason. What is the most important thing, sir? If you want to change a job, most of the companies are asking Angular. That is the most important thing. And in the same way, if you change the job, what will increase? Sir? Salary. These are the two important guiding factors for anyone. Now, sir, why companies are asking? Let us discuss one by one. That is what all you are saying. That is a very, very important thing also. The first one, when you are developing application, when your customer happy with your application, sir, you are developing application. Suppose you are developing a mobile application, mobile app. When your customer will happy with the mobile app, sir, what is the most important thing in the mobile application development? Very good, Hari Krishna. Awesome. Very good, Jaydev. Awesome. Suppose you are playing. Suppose the PUBG is banned. Unfortunately, from the day our days are very slow. So right now I'm asking the question. Suppose if the Free Fire is slow, are you going to play? Or if the COD Call of Duty, if it is slow, are you going to play? Suppose Google Pay application or mobile app, if it is slow, are you going to use it? No, that is nothing but the most important factor in for the application success is what, sir? Performance. The most important factor for the application success is what, sir? Performance. If the application is slow, sir, whether you have the good UI or bad UI or very reasonable UI, nothing will matter, sir. Your application is slow, that's it. Nobody will use that. Do you agree with the point, sir? So the most important factor for any application development is what, sir? Performance. Angular will improve the performance. Does it ringing the bells in your mind, sir? Angular will improve the performance of any application development. Angular will improve the performance of our application development. Now, sir, how it is possible? Okay, you are passing a statement. How it is possible? Angular is doing any miracles? No, sir. Angular is providing intelligent way of writing the code. The first point, the performance improvement. Suppose, observe, I have a HTML file. In the HTML file, I am loading abc.js by using the script tag. So I have a HTML file. In the HTML file, I have a line like this. So observe in the HTML file script. src equal to abc.js. Now I am asking one simple question. In this abc.js, 100 JavaScript functions are there. But in this HTML file, I am using only 10. In this one, I am using only 10. Now tell me, can I load only 10 functions with the current technology? Can I load only 10 functions with the current technology? No. Every time your HTML always will load, sir, what? 100 files. Every time your HTML always load what, sir? 100 file. Now I am asking the question. Loading the entire JavaScript file will take loading time or no? Will take more loading time or no? Yes. Yes, that is a problem. What is the problem here? Whenever you load a JavaScript file, it will always load the entire JavaScript files. Entire JavaScript file. For your understanding, I am making this file as a jQuery. Now jQuery have how many functions, sir? Might be 1000 or 10,000. I don't know. Might be at least 1000 functions are there. Now tell me, sir, in this one, are you using all the 1000 functions? Are you using all the 1000 functions in your HTML file? No, but I'm using only 10. Now I am asking the question. In the general programming or in the most of the time you are going to load what, sir? 100. Now tell me, which one will load faster, sir? All the 1000 functions will load faster. Only 10 functions will load faster, sir. Only 10. Suppose if it is 100 KB, now tell me 100 KB and this one will be 1 KB. Now tell me which one will be faster, sir? This application or application plus Angular? Which one will load faster? Tell me, sir. With Angular or without Angular? With Angular. That is the beauty of the Angular. Now tell me, Angular, I'm making a statement here. Angular will load the required functions for the project. Do you agree with this point, sir? That is what every developer is expecting or not? Every developer is expecting what, sir? Improving the performance. Now tell me how Angular is improving the performance by doing the right job. Sir, what is the right job? Loading only the required functions. By loading only the required functions, not the entire framework or library. At runtime, Angular will identify the only required functions and it will load the required functions only. Now tell me, Angular is a good framework? Of course, yes, it is. That is why most of the companies are using what's a Angular framework. Sir, how Angular is identifying internally? So it internally uses one simple algorithm. What is algorithm, sir? Tree shaking algorithm. What is algorithm, sir? Tree shaking algorithm. So right now, observe what is tree shaking algorithm, sir? It is a general methodology. I don't pluck all the fruits, sir. I don't pluck all the fruits. I only pluck the ripened fruits. Ripened fruits means those are good to be plucked. I only pluck those fruits only. Remaining things I don't need. That is what the tree shaking algorithm means. Only load the required parts of the application framework. Don't load the entire framework. Now tell me if the application is size is smaller, sir. If the application size is smaller, what will happen? Performance will be improved. Do you agree? If the application size is smaller, sir, automatically what will happen? The performance will be improved. That is why most of the companies are using what's a Angular framework. That is why most of the job portals are asking for what's a Angular developers. Now tell me, is there any miracles or intelligent programming, sir? Only intelligent programming. Now I'm asking one important statement here. Right now, are you writing this program or are you writing this code or Angular is providing? Are you writing or you are using, sir? Are you writing or using? Using means using framework. Who provides, sir? You are developing or framework is provides? Framework is providing, sir. That is the beauty of this one. That is why most of the companies are using what framework? Angular framework. Next step. Sir, okay, this is the most important aspect. Next one, very, very important one. What is the one, sir? Single page application development. This is also another performance improvement, sir. This is also another performance improvement. Why, sir? Let me explain through simple analogy. Link 3. Now tell me, this is most of the company's website layout. Do you agree with the points? We have the header, we have the menu, we have the content area, we have the footer. Now tell me, sir, for any web page, header, menu, and footer is common. For any website, in the website, all the web pages of website contains same header, menu, footer. Now tell me, this content will be same or different, sir? I'm asking questions. I'm asking the question. Please respond, sir. It is a very straightforward answer. The we will have same content or different content, sir. Nice. What about? Okay. There are so many people, but I'm not seeing so many responses. I'm seeing very few. Most of the time it is same. Most of the time it is same. But observe, if I click on the link one, if I click on the link one, now tell me here we are going to change the link one content. Now tell me if I click on the link two, what will have, sir? Link to content. Now tell me if I click on the link 3, what will happen? Link 3 content. Now tell me what is the dynamic part in this application? What is the dynamic part in this application? Content area. Yes or no? What is the dynamic part in this website layout, sir? Content area. Yes or no? Yes. Now observe this one, sir. You need to understand most of the current web applications like Java, .NET, from the server program to the client program will send the complete details, sir. What are the details it will send? Header, every time for each and every request, header, menu, content, and footer. Now tell me right now, if I click on the link to, do I need to download the header, menu, content, footer, or only content is sufficient? Do I need to download from the servers, from the server program, the entire layout, or only content area is sufficient, sir? The ideal solution is what? Only content area. The ideal solution is what, sir? Only content area. But what is the problem is, every time your server program will send all the details, sir. Every time the server program will send what, sir? All the details, all the details. And what is the problem with this one? Every web page contains the common UI logic. Common UI logic. Now tell me, this is nothing but header, menu, and footer. Now I am asking, tell me, sir, if every web page contains common UI logic, that is a duplicate code. Writing the duplicate code is good thing or bad thing, sir? Writing the duplicate code is a good thing or bad thing? Very bad and worst thing, sir. Why? Because I will give you the reason for that. If it contains a common logic across application, now application size will be higher. Do you agree? Application size will be larger. If the application size will be large, sir, very big, at the time what will happen? If the application size is bigger, performance will be download, performance automatically decreases, sir. That is why most of the time, very good Jaidev, what is the one, sir? Performance will be decrease. If the application size will be smaller, automatically performance will be increased, sir. So that is a one big problem. In the same way, if we have the duplicate logic, suppose I want to change a small things in a, suppose I want to change a header change, small header change, header layout. Now tell me, do I need to change one place or I need to change across all web pages, sir? Across all. Suppose I want to change the header layout, sir, moving the sign in login button or some of the menus related one. At that time, what will happen? Maintenance will be difficult. Maintaining the common logic will be difficult. Will be difficult. These are the two reasons, sir. That is why we never ever write the one. Most of the time, tell me, sir, what will happen if I click on this one? If I click on this one, link to, we will refresh the entire web page in most of the web applications, sir. We need to refresh the entire web page. Now I am asking, refreshing the web page means what are the things we are going to download from the server, sir? HTML content. Now in the HTML, what are the other contents also will be there, sir? Now I am asking, in the HTML file, what are the other contents also will be there? So guys, HTML content as well as what are the other contents also will be there, or what are the other files will also be there. Very good, Rohini, awesome. We will have in the HTML file, CSS files will be there, as well as what's it? JavaScript files will be there, as well as every application internally have the images, background images. Do you agree? So now I am asking, when you refresh the whole web page, sir, not only you are loading, not only you are loading the additional HTML or unnecessary HTML, again we need to reload what, sir? Application CSS files, application JavaScript files, and application images also, background images also. Now tell me, this one will take some time to load the entire web page. Now tell me, this one is necessary or unnecessary? Unnecessary. But earlier we don't have any choice. That is why we are doing what, sir? Every time we are reloading the entire web page. We are reloading the entire web page. That is the problem of what, sir? Old applications, like the UIs are developed by using JSP and ASP. JSP means what, sir? Java Server Pages. In the Java web applications, we use this one, Java Server Pages. And as well as what, sir? ASP. ASP means what? Active Server Pages. Now, if you understand the part here, now tell me this one. All these are going to be work at the develop the HTML on the server side and send it to the client side. That is the problem. That is why most of the web applications are slow when we are comparing with the Angular UI. Now tell me, all these are what, sir? Applications, multi-page applications. But in Angular, we are going to develop what, sir? Single page application. Means how many times we develop header and menu and footer, sir? How many times we develop header and menu and footer? One time or multiple times? In the Angular, sir, only one time. Only one time. How many times we load the CSS and JavaScript, sir? How many times we load the CSS and JavaScript and background images? Only one time. Only one time. What about the rest of the application? Are we reloading the entire web page or only a part of the web page? Think and tell me. For the rest of the communication, are we reloading the entire web page or only a partial web page or part of the web page? First time we will load the entire web page, sir. What about the next time onwards? In the Angular application, are we reloading the entire web page or only a content area? Only content area or part of the web page or partial web page. That is what the beauty of the Angular. Now tell me, I'm asking one simple question. SPA, what is the answer? Single page application with multiple views. Remember these points. Don't think that only one view will be there. Observe here, if I click on the link one content will be displayed. If I click on the link 2 content will be displayed. If I click on the link 3 content will be displayed. Now I am asking, this is whole a single page, but only one view is present or multiple views are present? Think and tell me, only one view is present or multiple views? Most of the time, the developers are in this scenario, only one view will be there or multiple views will be there? Multiple views. Most of the time people confuse in this area. What is the one, sir? Single page application, single page application. So in your mind, so far when I am developing a website, in a website, only one web page will be there or multiple web pages will be there? Think and tell me, sir. Multiple. In a website is a what? Collection of web pages. Collection of web pages. Now I am asked, now whenever you see the Angular, one term will pop up, sir. What is the one? Single page application. So automatically it will struck in your mind, okay, if it is a single page application, how it will work, sir? How it will work? Or how can I apply this pattern to my website? So I will give you the clue, sir. So right now, the single page is nothing but, so one web page contains header, menu, and footer, and dynamic content area. This is what a complete web page for my application. Now, how many complete web pages will be there? Only one web page is there. But how many content related web pages will be there, sir? How many content related web pages is there? One web pages or many web pages, sir? Many. Now I am asking the question, the right documentation, the documentation of the Angular is wrong. The documentation of the Angular is wrong. It needs to tell or it needs to convey what is the one, sir? Single page application with multiple views. Do you agree? What is the right word for the Angular, sir? Single page application with a single view or multiple views? Single page application with multiple views. Most of the time, people read the documentation and they understand it in the wrong way, right? The actual documentation contains what's a single page application with multiple views. Now tell me, with this architecture or this kind of UI layout is suitable for only one website or any website, sir? It is suitable for any website or any web application, whether it is a Java based application or ASP.NET application or a Python related application. Any web application is suitable for Angular. That is why companies are asking for what's a Angular developers. Whether it is a Java, whether it is a .NET, whether it is a Python, everyone should know about what's a Angular. That is why more number of jobs are there. Why more number of jobs and more companies are asking? Because performance improvement. And right now, sir, okay, you are telling single page application. I understand the concept. Do I need to write the code or framework will provide? Think and tell me. Are you going to write the code or framework will provide? Very good. Who will write the code, sir? Framework. Who will write the code, sir? Framework will provide all these things. You no need to write a logic. We no need to write the logic. Who provide the logic, sir? Framework. Now I am asking the question, to write a single page application logic, it takes lot of time and lot of effort. But to use the single page application logic, do we need very good knowledge or basic knowledge is sufficient? Most of the time people think that, okay sir, a single page application, do I need to write the code, or or do we need to know about the very advanced thing? Again I'm telling, you are not the framework developer, you are the application developer who uses the framework. So you simply provide the configuration, remaining things, everything remaining things provided by whom, sir? Framework. You simply provide the data. You simply provide the data. Sir, what type of data? Okay, what is the menu? What is the header in the, and what is the web page name? So these are the details we will give to the Angular application. Angular automatically provides what's a single page application for us. You just write the configuration. Angular will do the magic for us. That is the beauty of the frameworks. Framework contains what? All the ready-made things. Framework contains what, sir? All the ready-made things. Now, this is about the single page. Next one, server communication. I will give you one important thing here. Tell me, sir, where we store the data? Application data. Where we store, sir? Guys, that is a silly question. I know that. But where we store the data? Database. Where we store the data? Database. That is what standards are, whether it is Java, .NET or Python. Observe. Now tell me, for the database, who will access, sir? Server program. Who can access the database data, sir? Server program. Now tell me, who will display the data, sir? Who will display the data to the user? Client program. Now tell me, in any web application, what are the things will be there? Client programs will be there so that user can interact with our application, provide the front end. Now client program communicate with the server program communicate with the database. Now tell me, Angular is a client-side framework. Now tell me, all your programs should communicate with whom, sir? Should communicate with whom? Server program. Now tell me, all Angular applications need to communicate with whom, sir? Server program. Now tell me, it is a common logic or specific logic? Your project specific logic. Communication is a common logic or a specific logic? Common. This is a common logic, sir. So now I am asking the follow-up question. Very good, sir. The follow-up question. Common logic you are going to write or a framework will provide, sir? Framework will provide. Why I should write, sir? Framework will provide. I am using the framework. Framework will provide. That is a very good thing, sir. Sir, can you give me the, now tell me, if you want to communicate with the server, are you going to write the logic or you are going to use the framework logic, sir? You are going to use or you are going to write? We are going to use it, sir. Now I am asking one simple question. Sir, in the HTTP protocol, how you are going to access the data? What is the method we are going to use it? I am asking everyone, sir. Please give me the answer. In the HTTP protocol, how you are going to access the data? What is the method we should use? Guys, in the HTTP protocol, if you want to access the data, what is the method, sir? Very good, Rahman. Very good, Rohini. Very good. If you want to access the data, what is the method, sir? Get. If you want to send the data, what is the method, sir? Post. If you want to send the data, what is the method? Post. Very good, Anil. Very good, Hari Krishna. Now, in Angular, you no need to write a lot of codes, sir. Very simple code. Observe. This is the code you are going to write in Angular. Observe. I want to send the data or I want to access the data. What is the line, sir? HTTP client.get. And I want to send the data. What is the method, sir? HTTP client.post. URL and data. Now tell me, do we need any advanced knowledge to write this line? Do we need any advanced knowledge about this line, sir? No, we are simply calling the HTTP client. HTTP client provided by whom, sir? Framework. Now observe HTTP client.get. Now server will communicate with us this URL of your server program. Server program get the data and we are going to use the data. Now tell me, even a fresher with the simple training can write this kind of code or no? Yes, that is the beauty of the server Angular framework, sir. With less knowledge, you are able to write what's a very good application. Now I am asking the question. Tell me, Is there any chance of bugs in this code? Is there any chance of bugs in this code? No, sir. Now tell me, there is no chance, sir. That is the beauty. A very good application with less number of bugs. That is the beauty of this one, sir. Sir, I want to update the data. We use the put. I want to delete the data, delete. Now, if you want to update, sir, very simple. This is also, it is part of the one. Some of you know, some of you don't know. That is totally fine. We can discuss in the coming days. So now tell me, how many lines of code if you want to communicate with the server program? Only one line. That much powerful Angular, sir. That much powerful. That is why companies are using. Companies are using not for any other reasons, sir. Companies are using because of all these cool features. Fourth point. Everybody understand this point, sir? Server communication. Are we writing the code or we are calling or we are using the code? We are using the code. Next one, security. Tell me guys, without security, is there any project? No, that is a nightmare, sir. That is a very nightmare. So now in Angular, all the security related concepts already implemented, sir. Already security concepts like cross-site scripting attacks. So those kind of things are by default not possible in Angular framework. By default already implemented, sir. And if you want to provide more security, you can write a Angular concept. This concept we called as what gods. Now tell me, do I need to write my own logic or I can just follow the Angular standards? I just follow the Angular standards. By default, my Angular application will become what? A very secure application. That is the beauty of the Angular, sir. Fifth point. Can you trust the user data? Think and tell me. Can you trust the user data? That is the worst nightmare, sir. If you trust the user data, that you are done. If you trust the user data, you are done. Never ever trust the user data. That is a first standard security principle. Now tell me how you are going to store the data. Directly you are store the data or you do the validation, sir. Without validation, can you store the data, sir? No, a strict no. That is why all the application very good. So without validation, we cannot trust, we cannot store the data. That is nothing but validation is nothing but verifying the user input. Verifying the user input. Now in Angular by default, we have what's a predefined validations are there. You no need to write the validation basic validation, sir. Who provide the validation? Angular itself. Following, sir. Now tell me, are you writing the validation logic or you are using the validation logic, sir? Using. That is the beauty of the Angular framework. It is the beauty of the Angular framework. So let me create our folder Angular. Guys, I'm going to create our Google Drive. So This is about all the why Angular concepts. Now tell me, Angular is a good framework or a bad framework? Angular is a good framework or a bad